Good morning, everybody. That's Craig showing you how many fingers he has on his left hand. It's at least 4. Yeah, try to pinch my head. Good luck, big fella. Don't you go after Donor, though. He's been in a fight or two. Thanks for joining us on the 12 Today After Show at 7:30 sharp, per usual. Paul alongside Vanessa, Jimmy, and a special guest co-host today. You know him as the face of the Arizona Coyotes. Shane Doan joining us all morning, 6 to 7 a.m. What was the experience like? You going to start doing TV?
It's really early.
Really early, right?
That's really, really early to be
What time did you set your alarm?
I set it for 4. So I know you guys were, some of you were here at 4.
You don't have as much makeup to do as we do, I feel like.
They gave up on that. They're like, yeah, that's not going to help. So we're just going to go with it.
What's your regular regiment, like when you're working out? What time do you wake up in the morning? Do you do something? Do you go for a run? Or how does that work for the past 20 years?
You know what? During the summer is when you really do it. And I did sprints from 7 to 8, did soccer from 8 to like 8:45, and then I lifted from like 9:30 to 10:30.
Wow.
So my son is actually doing it now. So even though I was retired, I did the exact same thing for the summer with him, only a lot less intense. Like, if I get to it, I get to it. Not quite as hard. So
we're taking questions from the viewers for Shane Doan this morning, so hop in the comment section and get in on this. Good morning to Catherine, Norma, Larry, Barbara, Leslie, George. Thank you for stopping by the show. If you have any questions for Shane Doan, get them in. We have a whole bunch that we had texted to us on our Text Team 12 app this morning. We're just going to jump right into a couple of them.
All right.
Do you still have that hockey stick around anywhere?
I do. It's actually.
You want to grab that one for me?
Yeah, it's actually Sidney Crosby's.
Is it legit Sid's stick?
It is, and it's to my son.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because they asked me for some stuff, and I was like, well.
And Sydney signed it.
I was like, I don't have anything.
It's laying around the house.
So I had this one. And
so this one says, to Josh, all the best, your friend Sid.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool, but you actually write some cool stuff on your sticks, too. Tiffany texted us about this. You want to know about the scriptures you write on your hockey stick.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I wrote Romans 8:28 on it for forever. And then Tony Silva, as you get further into your career, people start taking care of you a little bit more.
Yeah.
So Tony Silva did it for me for the last probably 10 years.
Do you know that scripture by heart?
Yeah, it's in all things work for good for those who love God and follow the service. So it's one of those things that I've always kind of, it's something that when you're struggling, it seems to help, and when you're doing good, it seems to help. So
I just wrote it down.
There you go.
8:28, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The Bible can be pretty motivational.
I love inspirational quotes, no matter what form they come in. Like, there are times that I'll sit around and you think of those, like, motivational posters that, like, you can't survive the storm. I replied, I am the storm. Like, when I'm, like, on the 3rd set at the gym, I'm like, yeah, like, this is going to get me through it, you know?
Yeah, you know, when Evander Holyfield was fighting Mike Tyson for that championship, that big fight, his robe said Phil 4, verse 13. Philippians 4, verse 13. And I was like, what is that? I looked it up, and it was like, all things are possible through him. And I've been using that all my life. So it's really motivational when you look at, I love any kind of motivation. It's good.
Do you have any inspirational quotes?
I mean, I have a lot of them. You know what I do? My thing is listening to motivational speakers in the morning, like on podcasts or on YouTube. So
TED
while
Talks?
I'm getting ready early in the morning, I have it on while I'm doing my makeup, and I just listen to, something that picks me up that morning. I'm like, okay, I got this. Some of them are on dating. We were talking about that during the break. How to attract a guy, how to text a guy.
Yeah, we do. We do a motivational. We do a meeting every day, news meeting, and we have to come with a motivational quote.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
might have been a little long.
One a day, but each, and then you'll nominate somebody. I'll nominate, Vanessa or someone, and you write the motivational quotes. It's a good way to start out the day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Another question here from Ryan. He wants to know, would you have rather won the cup or be ensured that you'll end up in the Hockey Hall of Fame? Because you can't take either one of those away from you.
Yeah, I'd rather win the cup.
Not the 12 News Challenge Cup that you won.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Go grab that for us, will you, Elsie? Go get the hardware.
It's just you do it with a group, and it's such the connection when you win it's unbelievable. It's incredible. So I got to win a couple other things, but never the Stanley Cup, and you always have that connection. I still remember it and still remember those teams, so that would be special. I think if you had your choice.
We're showing some pictures right now with your family out there playing hockey. The Shane Doan rink just christened out in Scottsdale at the ice stand. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, that's kind of, you never thought that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But that's, kind of bizarre.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Elsie.
Elsie.
So.
Let me see this.
Check this out.
It's heavy.
If you're wondering where we got this trophy, we're going to show you right now in case you missed it. If you didn't join us from 6 to 7 on 12 today, we had ourselves a little competition between our own Emma Jade and Shane Doan. Take a look. We're going to put this on someone's mantle, but who would it be? Emma Jade or Shane Doan?
You can start off here.
Are we doing? Oh, I can start.
Let the games begin.
Okay, so we're first person to 3 is what we're doing.
First one to 3.
Yeah.
Or until the Today Show starts.
Or until the
We're
Today
out
Show
of time.
starts. Ready? Here we go.
Air hockey's
Come on,
too fast to
Jade.
commentate. I'm going to try to do the Doc Emmert, though. 2 competitors take the stage. But there's
Making me nervous.
to be or not to be? That is the question. I listen to a lot of Doc. Doan gets the first one.
He's up.
He got one. He got
1-0 for the former Coyote. I feel like we need to put this here. We're tied up a piece.
No. Keep it going. I got another one.
Okay, good.
This is way more exciting. I think this is like if hockey got rid of like the neutral zone trap. This is how many shots on goal we'd like to see. Oh, you're in trouble, Emma.
Emma's on the defense right now, folks.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
Oh, no.
Good job, good job.
All right, next goal wins. We're running out of time.
Where did it go?
Next goal wins. Sudden death.
Come on, Shane, come on. Things are getting crazy.
Shane's Doan is the champion.
Yes.
Kiss the cup, baby.
We're going to have so much fun with this. Not quite like Washington did, but we'll have some
Wow.
fun.
Yeah, not quite like
Emma,
Obi.
good try.
You can only drink so much champagne out of the 12 today championship cup. It's a
All
pretty
right.
impressive
Well,
piece
this
of hardware.
is yours.
Please.
Here you go. Have
Yes,
it back.
thank you. I'm very excited about it. Really excited about it.
Get the
Appreciate-
post-game interview?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yep.
all the people that helped me get this. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Emma was a good sport. I think
Yeah.
she threw the game. There might be like a Black Sox scandal here.
You get nervous, though, you know? You're like, oh, my gosh. It's, like, tense.
We're taking your questions for Shane Doan in our comment section right now. Caitlin wants to know, what was your favorite thing about playing in Arizona?
I got to know so many good people here. Like that was really, I mean, it became home, and the people here are just kind of similar to where I grew up, and I really enjoyed it.
And you said you have a friendship with Goldie. You know, I
Yes.
work for the D-backs, and you're good friends with him.
I love Goldie. He is truly one of the people that I have had an opportunity to meet all kinds of people, and he's one of a kind. That guy is a special man that I admire just the way he is as a person, but his approach to how good he is phenomenal, and it's just methodical, and and because of it, he's going to be good for so long, and he has been good for so long. He's going to continue to be good.
Yes, he is.
And this year's been so fun to watch him because there was at the beginning he struggled, and the people that questioned him a little bit, it was like if you knew the work he puts in, you know that he's going to absolutely dominate again. And obviously it's been so fun to watch, and he's killing me in fantasy baseball. I don't have him on my team.
You buried the lead, Doan.
I know.
We actually have a whole bunch of questions about your life outside of hockey, so we'll try to get a couple of these rapid fire here. If you could play any other sport, Jonathan wants to know, what sport would it be? Would it be baseball?
You know what? I love the stats and I love everything about baseball, but I'd probably be football. I never really got to play, and my hometown's too small, but I love the physicality of football.
Helen sent us a text this morning about the Oilers. She's a big Oilers fan, big Mark Messier fan. She wanted to know if you would have ever considered playing for Edmonton.
Well, they could have drafted me, and they chose me.
You hear that? Canadians up in Alberta, you could have had them.
Yeah, they had the 6th pick. I went 7th. It was in Edmonton. I was the biggest Oilers fan, and from then on, I wasn't necessarily the biggest Oilers fan.
Jackie wants to know if you're actually friends with Dustin Brown. For you don't know who Dustin Brown is, he's a captain of the Los Angeles Kings, great hockey player. Jackie doesn't like his attitude. She doesn't think he's a nice guy. Is he a nice guy?
Off the ice, I love the guy.
Okay.
He's a good guy that very soft-spoken, very easygoing guy that I got to go to an all-star game with him. We got along great. On the ice, when we're on the opposite teams, we really don't see eye to eye very well.
It's like these two in the weather center.
Yeah.
You wonder how you let that go. So you just answered my question. So there are players that have two personalities.
It is drastic. If I don't like you on the ice, I'm usually going to like you off the ice. There's only a couple guys that you might not like overall, but for the most part, through the league, it's a great group of guys that. It's an emotional, intense sport, so you're going to end up hating each other on the ice, and you expect that. Like, I've fought some really good friends, and that's just the way it goes because it's part of the game.
Isn't that crazy? That's part of your job.
Yeah, it is. It is.
With people.
Aaron wants to know what your golf handicap is and where you golf around here.
I golf at DC Ranch, and right now I think I'm at about 8.9 on the index.
That's pretty good, though.
But I'm not playing like an 8.9.
Yeah, okay,
I was like a.
You never are.
Yeah, exactly. I was there's days I can be okay, and then there's days I'm really bad.
You golf left or right?
I'm right-handed, which is some guys play right.
I play hockey left because my dad didn't know how to teach me how to hold a stick, so I just mirrored him. But I golf right.
No way.
Yeah, it's like the same motion, kind of, but yeah, it's weird.
Tyson Nash has 2 sets of clubs. Not actually 2 sets of clubs. He has like 2 through 5 iron are right, and like his high irons are left, and his driver's right, and his putter's left. But he's not very good.
We have we have one here from Andrea Doan. It's weird that you guys have the same last name. What's up, Dad?
Oh,
just want to know. Andrea,
there we go. That's got to be Carson.
Oh yeah,
it's in all
Shane and Carson in the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We have a question here. This one looks like some inside baseball stuff. Can Shane tell us about his history with the Winnipeg Jets?
Yeah,
And why you're retiring your jersey at a game against the Jets?
Well, that was my first. I played for the Jets.
Right, of course.
When we moved down here, and so and Craig Helzinga, who was their assistant GM, was working for the Jets when I was there, and it just worked out really well. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's get to some fresh squeezed juice, shall we? We're going to keep it with the sports theme.
Yeah.
What do you got?
All right, so minor league sports always come up with a new way to get fans in the seats, because when you're a minor league team competing against the big boys, you have to do something to stand out. All right, well, up in Minnesota, the St. Paul Saints did their part to live up to the minor league hype. Last night, they celebrated 40 years of the movie Animal House with a giant food fight.
Oh, no way.
Look at this. Fans got to wear ponchos to help protect their clothes, but the cult classic Animal House has a pretty good epic food fight scene, and yep, they did this.
Oh, the giant bag of popcorn.
Oh, my. That would be so much fun.
That's a blast. Would you ever do that at the D-bag?
Oh, yeah.
You should recommend that.
Yes. I mean, can we please do it, Derek?
What's the coolest thing you've ever seen promotion-wise in the sport of hockey? Because I've covered a couple teddy bear tosses where they bring in toys for kids at the children's hospitals, and they throw them on the ice after the first goal is scored. You ever seen anything cool like that?
They had the rats
in Miami. Yeah, that cup run back when they raced the Avs. Yeah.
And then they eliminated them all. They said you're not allowed to throw anything on the ice.
It's kind of coming back, though.
It is.
They had like a rat night last year, I think.
And so the leagues let it back in, and then the hat trick is, I think, the coolest thing.
So we've actually had a bunch of questions about your hat tricks on the show. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a natural segue. We had a couple viewers text us in and say, what was it like to score that first hat trick with milliseconds left in a game? And what was it like to see fans throw hats on the ice the next night because they brought hats to celebrate the hat trick? And
I'm not on Twitter, so I had no idea it was happening. And so when it started, and I guess it was all over Twitter, and I didn't know. And the next day, I'm usually the last guy to leave the ice for warm-up, was the last guy to leave the ice for warm-up. And with like 15 seconds left, hats started coming down everywhere. It was cool. It was one of those things that.
What a compliment.
Yeah, I was blown away by it. It was something that I grabbed the cowboy hat and threw it on and had a little fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
You are a bit of a cowboy, too. You're writing the segues for me. We had a couple questions about your roping career. NLC wants to know if you still rope, and if so, where do you do it? And Tina says you've got a barn up in North Scottsdale with some horses in it. Does that still exist?
Yes, I do, and it's that's where I rope. And Stan Wilson, the equipment manager, and I have become best friends over the 22 years we've been together. And we rope together usually. We'll pick a night and we go out and rope together. I love it. It's so relaxing, and it's something that when you're doing it, you're not thinking about anything else. In order to do it, you have to kind of stay focused. So
you're a busy man. How do you fit it all in? I mean, you have a family, and you're doing roping, and you're a cowboy, and you're
anchoring the morning news.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fun. You know what? The roping part's the relaxing part, so it's easy. Calm down, relax.
That was awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, as far as favorite food, what is your favorite food?
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
I know where you're going with this.
To eat at the Thumb.
Oh, it's the 3 sliders.
Oh, the sliders. The Thumb is a restaurant that's right by where they play. It's Tom's Thumb.
Yeah.
They have a huge aquarium. It's been on diners and dives. And I know you guys go there.
Yes, we do.
The brisket's amazing over there.
Amazing. The 3 sliders are pretty nice.
What about poutine?
Yeah, the poutine. You guys got to have some.
We had the American Poutine Company in studio today making a Canadian treat for all of us. You gave it the thumbs up and the
Jimmy, did you try some?
Yeah, I did. I did. It was really good. I already tried it.
He's like, no, I don't want to do it.
No, it's kind of cold, but yeah, it's French fries with gravy and cheese curds.
And this one has bacon on it.
And
bacon. You can't go wrong with bacon.
Anything with bacon on is good.
I've never had it before.
Canadian.
Yeah, dive in.
Oh, Vanessa's first poutine experience.
Yes.
Michael, get right up in here. She's like, yeah. Oh, I was hoping she'd get it all over her face.
No. Oh, it's good, but like you said, anything with bacon?
Yeah, it tastes great.
Amazing. Yeah. What do you think on that one?
All right, we got a busy week coming up on 12 today, JQ. What do we have in our extra shot?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Everything A to Z week continues in Flagstaff tomorrow on 12 today. Flagstaff is the place to see, guess what, the stars.
Like celebrities?
Nope, I'm talking like celestial.
Upstairs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, okay.
Venus, Mars, those are planets.
Oh.
Thank you for clarifying.
Anyways, we're going to go to an observatory there run by the Navy. Always has workers behind the scenes, making sure the telescopes are in pristine condition for sky watching and charting. Crystal Henderson? Yeah, that's right. Crystal's up there. I think they're going to name a constellation after her.
They should.
We're going to go behind the scenes, but just really, really awesome out there. Beautiful. I love going up to the... Do you get up to the high country a lot?
We do. We head up there and do different things up in the flag. We go to Sedona quite a bit, too.
Okay.
That's amazing.
A little easier to keep a sheet of ice up there.
I'm sure they see you at LeBeers every now and then.
We went skiing last year. Snowball is unbelievable. To be this close is incredible.
I know,
We
right?
have everything but an ocean here in Arizona. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
We got really...
But we still have the finest seafood. I don't know if you... That was a joke. Sorry if it fell flat.
That's okay.
Another extra shot. Emma's not here tomorrow, right, Vanessa? Where is she?
Oh, so Emma, she's heading to New York. We're so excited. She's going to be on a plane in
New
2
York
minutes.
City.
Yes.
One and only.
Yeah, so earlier this week we had Savannah Guthrie and Hoda on the show with us. So tomorrow we're returning the favor, and joining them on the set of the Today Show is our very own girl, Emma, right there.
That's
We're
going to be
gonna
pretty
miss
cool, having her live from New York, though. Think about all the access she's going to have out
know.
there. Hoda promised her a hug yesterday.
And a headband.
And a headband. A hug and a headband. The Hoda Kotb special.
You don't need more than that. Then.
No, what else could you ask for?
Hug and a headband, that's perfect.
So in the Juice segment earlier today, I don't want to let you guys go before we get to this. We teased a Johnny Cash story.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
You have a special connection to the Man in Black. Tell us about it.
When I was 12 years old, my parents run a dude ranch for kids. And his nephew and niece had came to the ranch before. So he was doing a tour through Edmonton and Calgary, and they stopped in and spent 3 days. And I had no.
Johnny Cash just chilling at your dude ranch.
Yeah, I took him horseback riding. It was, and then we were doing cattle, so we were moving cattle over those 3 days. So all of his staff rode with us we rode for like 16 hours of one day.
Holy cow!
They couldn't walk. Like the next day, they were going to get on their bus, and they were having a hard time getting up onto the bus. But it was. He was getting ready for the concert in Calgary, so he was up on the stage doing like warm-ups and stuff, and you're just sitting there hanging out. I had no idea he was like. I thought he was cool because but I didn't have any appreciation until I was older that I was like, oh, man, that's the man. Like, that's Johnny Cash.
And you've been in the Valley for 20 years, right?
Yes, I have.
Did you ever meet Waylon Jennings?
He did. He stopped by right just before he passed away.
Unbelievable.
And our goaltender actually had him on his helmet. Robert Esch had Waylon Jennings on his helmet. So he came into the dressing room, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I could imagine that. And maybe Jesse Coulter was probably, I'm sure Jesse was with him, his wife. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
This is so good. I just had to bring that up because Johnny Cash,
That's
you're
so
famous,
cool,
you're
though.
here. Waylon Jennings lived here.
Yeah.
Everybody lives here. Muhammad Ali, question, are you going to live here now? Or do you go back to Canada?
No. We're going to live here. We're living here right now.
This is it. Okay.
I mean, with my kids, this is their home. This is home.
And we love having you.
I've been here for 22 years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is home.
Shout out to Nathan, Raiden, Jason, Tina for popping into the Today After Show. Real quick, though, I got to talk 2 quick hockey things.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know about Seattle expansion. This is Joe. Do you think a club can survive up there in Seattle?
Yes, I think they'll do really, really well.
Yeah,
I think
fans up there are clamoring for something like this.
They are, and I played. They had a junior team when I was playing my junior. They played in Seattle, and they're kind of playing on the same rink. They lost the Supersonics. The whole Northwest is kind of looking for, and it's right across the border from Vancouver, so it has that instant rivalry. And they have a really good group of people kind of running it, so I'm expecting them to do.
All right, last one. Shane and Scott and a couple other viewers texting us this morning. They want to know, 1, what this Yotes team is going to look like this year, and 2, what it'll take to get them back into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, Ranta has to be the way he played from January on. He was unbelievable.
Talking about Antti Ranta, the goaltender for the Yotes.
He's been incredible. From January on, he came back from the injury, was unbelievable. And they went on an incredible run because of it. And then there's some guys that are going to be into their 3rd year, 4th year in the NHL.
Time to show me.
Yeah. And they've played well, but now you have to do it on a consistent basis and really step up. Christian Dvorak just re-signed, and I love Devo, and I'm excited about that, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. But bringing a guy back like Brad Richardson was big. So I think they're going to be good, and they're going to have a lot of fun.
It starts with the goaltender. Mike Smith was red hot during that run that you guys had a few years ago.
The best goaltending performance I've ever seen.
So the bar is like right here,
yeah,
Mr. Ranta, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on the 12 Today After Show. Shane Doan in the house. Tip of the cap to the Coyotes legend for spending all morning with us here on 12 Today.
Waking up early.
We hope you guys had as much fun as we did.
Yeah.
We'll see you back here tomorrow at 7:30, only on Facebook Live. Until then, be good, people.